Before we continue, I'd like to give a shout out to the sponsor of this video, Shadowverse. Shadowverse is a multiplayer turn-based anime card game with a fun-loving community of over 1 million daily players. Now, what I liked about this game is that the story mode is fully voiced and you can battle real-time opponents from around the world using different strategies with innovative mechanics that guarantee epic battles. Start preparing for a battle of apocalyptic proportion in Shadowverse's newly released 16th card set, World Uprooted, which consists a set of 97 cards and 2 new leader cards. Click the link in the description if you'd like to check out the game and help out this channel. 2020 is the year that just keeps on giving. Not too long ago, I talked about action anime that are set to debut this year. Before that, we looked through upcoming 2020 anime in broader detail, and I predictably merely covered the tip of the iceberg with those lists. Honestly speaking, there's just too many anime coming out these days that having a comprehensive list of the top shows for an entire year is just impossible with just 10 entries. I mean, it really is. The number of good anime coming out is just overwhelming. So for this video, I'm going to focus on something that you may have spent years or months looking forward to: sequels. Not much to say about sequels in general because those of you excited to watch them are pretty much already sold on the first few seasons. You more or less pretty know what to expect from, say, the final season of Attack on Titan after following 3 seasons of it. Nonetheless, let's talk about some of them and build up some excitement for this year, considering how the year has not been looking too good so far. On another note, since we're in the spring 2020 season already, I won't be including titles that are set to be aired this course, such as the new season of Snafu or Sword Art Online. To start things off, we have the 2nd season of Fire Force. When it was first announced, I had high hopes for Fire Force. It seemed to be a cult hit in the making with the creator of Soul Eater at the helm, and the manga's a fun read that features a lot of cool and creative powers. I never expected it to blow up like My Hero Academia, but I was certain that it would be here to stay. When the Kyoani disaster happened, my heart sank to think that it might be gone for good, seeing as how Japan responds to disasters in the series topic. Fortunately, it seemed to do well enough for itself to warrant a sequel. Although, if we're going to be technical with everything, the series was announced to be 48 episodes at one point, so this is just a split core masquerading as a new season, similar to what they're doing with a lot of shows these days. Either way, it's time for Fire Force fans to rejoice. After ending the previous season with a banger of a final battle, Shinra and friends look to be back for more. The battle against the Whiteclads continues in the second half of the series, and I'm sure that we'll see even more amazing battles, developments, and powers for the squad as we begin the march toward the decisive conflict. Let's hope that after this second part, we'll see even more Fire Force instead of them going for an anime original ending. 9th on this list is the 3rd season of Log Horizon. To be honest, I lost all hope for this one, you know. Seriously, when was the last Log Horizon anime, and how long ago was it when the author got caught in the whole tax evasion fiasco? You know how real life issues can leak into anime production? Needless to say, things were looking grim for Log Horizon, but a miracle happened a few months ago. It's not a joke, seriously, a 3rd season is happening. Titled Log Horizon Fall of the Round Table, Shiroi, Akatsuki, and the rest of the gang are ready to once again take you to the continuation on their journey in Elder Tale. Judging from the title, it seems that things are ready to heat up, and things aren't looking so good for the Round Table Alliance. It's great that we're getting a new season because a lot of things were left unanswered at the end of the second one. They also had to stop the anime just when things were starting to pick up, if light novel readers are to be believed. Surely this new season will quench fans' 5-year thirst for new Log Horizon, and let's hope that this is the beginning of the series' resurgence. As an aside, I can't wait to see the new opening sequence they'll pair with Database this time around. Among the numerous isekai that have come out in the past year or two, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime has been an outstanding one and has taken off far beyond the pack. Thanks to it being an isekai that at least starts off deviating from the norm and presenting a refreshing take on the genre, it has become a very popular series that could probably even give Shield Hero a run for its money. It's endeared itself to many anime fans who all waited in anticipation for the next episode as it made its initial run. I'm not going to spoil it for you about what I know about the 2nd season, but it sounds like the recipe for one roller coaster of an arc. I can also say that it's one of the darker arcs of the series, so you better be prepared for that. I may be looking too far ahead, but fall 2020 is already looking awesome. The 2nd season of Slime will only look to add to the hype for October. Baki sequel is coming and it's ranked 7th on this list. The continuation of one of the 90s most beloved martial arts series has enamored a whole new generation with its fights, dramas, and thrills. To be fair, Baki didn't have the smoothest transition in terms of sequels, with its rather notable delay just not too long ago. The good news is that the next part of the saga is being confirmed to be coming this way. Who knows if Netflix will be able to adapt the whole saga at this rate. Netflix have got a long way to go with the source material spanning so many chapters and volumes. Baki's quest to become the strongest continues with even more powerful opponents and tougher challenges headed his way. Will he be able to finally become closer to surpassing his beast of a father? Wait and see to find out. 6th on the list is the 2nd season of Dr. Stone. Don't look away as our favourite master of science is about to make his imminent return. The announcement didn't take too long and they wasted no time dropping the bombshell on all of us just as the first season ended. Scheduled for 2020, Dr. Stone Stone Wars is set to continue the Stone Wars saga. Given the poor disc sales, I was a bit worried that a second season wouldn't be greenlit, but as fate would have it, the series' popularity and streaming revenues made this happen. For now, we can see more of this surprisingly educational show that's carved a pretty good niche for itself the past year. Dr. Stone's really one of the more unique shows in its execution, so I'd really recommend watching it if you haven't done so yet. It really is a testament to how anime in general is better than ever, and despite the detractors' words, anime is not creatively bankrupt. It doesn't have a specific release date at the moment, but expect that Dr. Stone will return in 2020. Powering its way to 5th place is the second core of Haikyuu, To the Top. Well, I'm not sure if I'd consider this a true sequel, because just like Fire Force, this is the second half of a split core. Nonetheless, with it being marketed as such, I'll include it on this list anyway. Just when Haikyuu's broken the ceiling and surpassed all previous seasons in terms of hype and quality, we have more coming our way. Given the exciting matches and level of animation quality that we've gotten so far, we can only expect much more out of the second half of Haikyuu, To the Top. It's actually good that we get this break, which will make sure that the quality doesn't drop. With the momentum Haikyuu has picked up recently, it stands to win more if it keeps the good quality up. So what can we expect? More intense matches, team drama, and the climactic end to yet another excellent arc. The continuation of this season of Haikyuu makes its way to us this July. Seeing as how this season's been going so far, I only have high hopes for the next part. Didn't I say we wouldn't cover spring titles? Unfortunately, Subaru's misfortune seems to translate a bit too well into the real world, as the highly anticipated second season of the blockbuster has been tentatively delayed to July thanks to the you-know-what, eh? It's been a struggle and an unfortunate turn of events. On a more positive note though, absence makes the heart grow fond, and I hope that the delay will give White Fox enough time to deliver an even better product than what we would have gotten anyway. Not much to say that I haven't already said about the second season of ReZero in the numerous previous videos I've done for the spring 2020 season. The battle against the Sin Archbishops is just beginning, and we'll see the royal selection candidates spring into action. Let's eagerly await for July to see the continuation of Subaru's twisted journey in another world. At number 3 is the second season of The Promised Neverland. Yes, the hit mystery thriller anime is finally getting a second season. As far as the driving force in the show's first season go, it's been dealt with in the few episodes given. But Emma and the gang are back for round 2. After the events of season 1, there really is a lot more to be explored in terms of the world. Having finally escaped the Gracefield house, an unexplored and unknown world lies beyond, and you've got to wonder what sorts of danger awaits the children. After all, I doubt we've seen the last of those demons. These kids have been through hell and back, so I'm not worried in the slightest for them. Whatever challenges await them, they'll surely be able to take them head on. If you still haven't seen this anime, I highly recommend you do so. It was definitely one of the best anime of 2019. The next installment of the popular dark thriller series hits our screens this October. So who hasn't heard of Demon Slayer? The supernatural action series took the world by storm for a good part of 2019, and it hasn't looked back since. Given its record-breaking numbers in manga sales and its unprecedented rise to stardom, a sequel is obviously on its way. What I didn't see coming is that its sequel would take the form of a movie. That's right, the continuation to the Demon Slayer anime is going to be a movie, and it will chronicle the Infinity Train arc, a short arc that features a mostly self-contained story. It will introduce some new characters, as well as show us the might of the upper moons with with the party's first major battle against one of them. What challenges await Tanjiro and the party when they take the ride and enter the world of endless dreams? Mark your calendars, okay? Once the third Heaven's Feel movie is done with, I'm sure that UFO Table will be placing the announcement of this movie's release at the top of their priority list. Now, what else could outdo Demon Slayer as the top sequel in 2020 that we should be all excited for? Well, you see, before Demon Slayer, there was one other anime that took the world by storm, and in much, much greater effect than it did. Before Demon Slayer's popularity allowed it to explode into the mainstream last year, there was Attack on Titan. Nothing after it can be compared to how it pioneered the exploding popularity of anime into the mainstream. Not One Punch Man, not My Hero Academia, and certainly not Demon Slayer. Therefore, it's a shoo-in that the most hyped and top sequel this 2020 is the final season of Attack on Titan. It's been a long 7 years full of waiting, spin-offs, and other developments, but we're now finally going to be able to see the ending of this grand tale in just a few more months. I mean, in its storied run, Attack on Titan has evolved from merely a gritty survival series to one that tackles more unorthodox topics like politics. How will this long-running epic finally come to an end? For people who don't read the manga, there's only one way to find out. Adding to the logjam that's the star-studded month of October 2020, Attack on Titan will be sure to spearhead all those hype sequels that we all await. And here I was thinking that April was going to be the blockbuster season of the year. With so many sequels to look forward to this 2020, I advise you all to sit tight. Hang on and get through this, as we've got a lot of great sequels headed our way. Which among these sequels are you looking forward to the most? I'd love to hear your thoughts on the comment section. As with other videos, make sure to give the video a like and hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out our sponsors game Shadowverse. The link's in the description. More anime goodness is coming your way soon, but that's got to do it for this video. So I'll see you next time on ViniiTube.